All right, everybody. Mr. Logue here, seventh grade world history. I've sent this welcome letter home, and most of you have checked it out and signed it. But I'm going to go over a couple things and a couple things about world history that I think you should know. First of all, it's been great having all the kids back this year. It's awesome to see them in person. Awesome to actually see their faces when we can go outside, so I can put a face and a name together. Your kids have been great so far. It's been fun being able to have a little bit of normalcy back this year. So it's been very exciting. So let's just quickly get into a couple things to know about seventh grade world history. So I'm going to skip through. I'm not going to go through every slide, skip through some things. But first of all, in seventh grade world history, we cover world history during the medieval time period. Most people think of medieval time period and just in Europe with castles and kings and queens, but we cover the entire world during that time, from Mesoamerica to West Africa to China to Japan to Muslim empires, and we also do cover Europe during that time as well. So we will be talking about some kings and queens and knights and things like that. It's a pretty fun time period to talk about. We're going to focus on geography, social and political structures, religions and philosophies, achievements, and global exchange. But what we're going to do is we're going to use all that information we give your kids and try to teach them how to think critically about it. We're not going to really ask them to memorize dates, names, times, things like that. We want them to process that information and tell us why we're even learning it. Why would we learn about Mansa Musa from the Malian Empire? Why would we learn about Montezuma from the Mexica or Aztec people? So we want to give them information and have them process it and tell us, why are these people important? Why do we even learn about this stuff? And we're going to do that in a couple ways. One, we're going to focus on them being able to read and understand what they're reading. We're going to give them documents from the past. We're going to give them scholarly documents that have studied the past and ask them to read those and tell us what they mean. Then we're going to ask them to make claims and support those claims with reasons and evidence. Throughout the year, they're going to have performance assessments where they're going to write, or in this case, right now, we're making maps. They're making their own continent to show that what they know about geography, and along with traditional assessments. So we're looking for the kids to get a lot of information, process that information, be able to read about things, explain it to us, and also write about it. Let's look at some other important things that you should know. So, first of all, I'm going to actually go back a little bit. Tools for this class, things that you'll see and you should become familiar with as well. With your seventh graders, you do want to let them problem solve on their own. I'm sure you've heard that from a lot of the other videos, but you can also step in or watch from afar or stand back and then help them. And one of the ways you can help them is knowing the tools that you'll need to use. We use a lot of digital tools in this day and age. Google Classroom, HomeLink, Clever, and different things like quizzes, games for them to study. I'm at my website here. You have this welcome letter. Your kids have access to it. This welcome letter, you can go to the website and get more information about our class. And then my YouTube channel. The two biggest tools, though, are HomeLink. All your grades are on HomeLink. Google Classroom assignments. Even though scores will show up on Google Classroom, your final grades are on Aries. So Aries for grades, Google Classroom for assignments. If you want to keep up and see what your kid's doing, check HomeLink and then check Google Classroom for assignments. Those are the two biggest things to look at. Well, that's really it. That's my quick intro to this course. You can always email me at rocky.logue@lmusd. Email me whenever you want with questions. Now, if it's after school hours, I may not get back to you till the next day or after the weekend's finished, but I will get back to you. So if you have any questions, rocky.logue@lmusd.org. That's it for this video. Email if you have any more questions. Thanks.